Hey guys, this is it, Reptilian Nation in the spring of 2019, and I am all packed up and ready to go. I actually took all my hatchlings, my ball python hatchlings out of this hatchling rack. All of these are completely empty now, and I moved them all into these ARS display cases, and I absolutely love these ARS display cases. There's actually 3 tiers in here. Each tier can hold 5. And it really packs up really nice. I just close it up, bring it right to the show, and just take it out and put it right on the table. I actually have 3 more cases of displays over here. Most of them are full of snakes. I actually had a few empty spots because it's a spring show. A lot of people are kind of running out of some of their hatchlings. I actually pulled a couple of my holdbacks to actually sell at the show. I haven't quite figured out what price I'm going to put on them. I have a bamboo calico, and I have a scaleless head lemon blast female, and I might price them pretty high. I'm not sure if I exactly want to sell them. I thought I'd just bring them to the show and kind of show them off as far as the potential of what you can do. If someone offers me a pretty decent price, I may actually sell them. I kind of regretted selling some of my holdbacks at the last show. I brought them just to kind of show them off, and people actually wanted to buy them, and I sold them. So it actually opens up some tubs because I have the ball python breeding season coming up. I'll have some eggs here in a couple months and more hatchlings here probably, I would say, in about 4 or 5 months. The new hatchlings will come just in time for the fall shows. So I'm going to go ahead and get packed up and hit the road. Alright, so here we go. It is a snowy day here in the mountains of Colorado. I'm just leaving my driveway through the middle of the forest here, and hopefully the weather will be a little bit better down in the city, down in Denver. Alright guys, so this show has been crazy. I haven't been able to get away from my table for 1 minute. I can sell like 2 snakes at a time. It's been really crazy. Check it out. This is crazy. Alright, back to my table. I hardly have any snakes left. Alright, take a look at this. I am almost completely sold out of ball pythons. I have a few in the middle, and the tops and the bottoms are completely empty. It's pretty amazing. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. There's not many snakes left in this display case. And things are starting to wind down a little bit, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of the vendors here and kind of do a little tour. I finally got the crowd away from my table, so check this out. These are some big retics over here.
You bought a snake? Can you say I'll keep it open?
Need to walk it off. Ooh, look at these. That's crazy.
Good job. Good job.
How's it going? Yeah.
Pretty good.
Doing all right down here? Yeah.
Only brought enough racks for today, but
Oh yeah.
it happens, you know.
Yeah. Brace Exotics, the place to go. All right. This one. Feeder Frenzy. Got the food court. Looks like they sold their sulcatas. Oh no, look at this guy. That's cool. That's a big one.
Got scared of the cars the other day because I gave him a couple of blueberries, and then I picked him up and I was like,
Really cool.
I don't look for your art show, some blueberry juice on it. I was like,
Someday I want one of those. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome.
Right, I'm like, now, I just want pictures now. I don't even want to touch them now.
Got the booze.
Not here, but we do have a store and I'm offering 10% off.
Really cool.
Can you show me?
Look at that thing.
Yes. You will probably never see one again.
Really? Where they?
Northern South Africa.
South Africa.
Or sorry, not
Okay.
Africa. South America. That's what
Okay.
that's what that one guy was.
That's awesome. Corn snakes. Boy, so much stuff. Now this is really cool. These are awesome.
Yeah, but they're real. That's sad.
These are really cool.
Just make sure you don't get in this Are you?
That's cool.
Hey Chris, how are you doing?
Good, how's it going?
Good, man.
Look at this one. Taking a video. What's that? Alright guys, so holy Holy cow, that reptile show was insane. I couldn't believe it. There were so many people. They just kept coming and coming. It was packed pretty much wall to wall the entire time I was there. I think I sold about 30 snakes. I was only down to, I think, about 12 snakes by the end of the show. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some of my holdbacks and start pulling my holdbacks and bring them to the show tomorrow. There's one more day, Reptilian Nation. I just couldn't believe it. It was crazy. And the funniest thing is, if you look back at some of my videos, I actually had that female albino 100% het pied. If you look back at that video, it had a little spot on the navel. And the funny thing is when I was actually vending at the Reptilian Nation, right next to my table, the table right next to me was actually a veterinarian. And I said, hey, you should check out this snake. And she looked at it. She's like, I have never seen a snake like this. I've never seen this in my whole time working with snakes. And I didn't even tell her to do anything. And she starts picking at that spot. And before I knew it, she actually pulled that spot off of the snake, and underneath that spot there was like this big huge chunk that was like an inch long that just pulled right out of the snake. And after she pulled it out, there's this huge gap like an inch deep in that snake. I couldn't believe it. And she's like, oh yeah, that snake will be fine, don't worry about it, just keep him off a substrate. As a matter of fact, one of my viewers actually wanted to buy that snake, and I actually sold it for a really steep discount. She was going to bring it to a veterinarian and have it looked at. And actually, the vet actually, after she pulled that out, she says, yeah, if I was at the shop, I'd actually put a couple stitches in it. So maybe that's what needs to be done. And she said even without the stitches, just keep it off the substrate and it should heal just fine. But I thought that was pretty crazy. I couldn't believe she actually pulled that spot out and this whole big chunk came out of the snake. I thought that was kind of the highlight. And I couldn't even get away from the table. There's so many people. It was just like, I had to go to the bathroom, and it was like, I just have to leave this whole crowd of people by my table, and I just have to go, It was crazy. And the other thing I did is I put a tripod with a camera right next to me, right behind the table, and it was taking a time lapse for every 7 minutes. So I'm going to play that right after this, and you'll see kind of like a slideshow. I'll keep every picture up for like 5 seconds, and it'll go all the way through the show. You'll see how many people were at the show. It was really crazy. And actually, if you're at the show, you might just want to look through the pictures and actually see if you can see yourself or maybe see someone that you know. So thanks for coming along for the ride. I want to play that slideshow next, and I will see you in the Reptilian Nation tomorrow.